everybody, welcome back to another review video, and this one is a pretty cool one, especially for you gamers. In this Black Friday period, well, whenever this video comes out, I have tested the PlayStation Backbone, and this video is basically my thoughts on it. Now, before I start on this review on this product, I like to talk about handheld gaming in general. Well, I'm pretty sure we've all heard about PlayStation's Project Q, or now recently released PlayStation Portal, which is PlayStation's basically version of the current handheld consoles. They are updated version of the Vita, kind of. When PlayStation first announced it, I was pretty excited until I read what exactly Project Q was about. So basically, they just made an accessory for your PlayStation 5. It's just for remote play, and I thought that was a pretty dumb move, considering that these exist. To be fair, the PlayStation Portal has released. The price kind of surprised me. Still very expensive, okay? But it surprised me. But still, would you rather pay $200 or 900 ringgit for a device that only plays a remote play stuff, that streams games, that only does that? It's an accessory if you own a PS5. Or would you rather own something like this that only costs 350 ringgit, insanely cheaper, connects to your phone, that already does a lot of other stuff and basically does the same thing? Yeah. So this video is on the updated version of the PlayStation Backbone. The PlayStation Backbone has been out for a couple of years now, but they've recently have released an updated version. Haven't announced it yet, I think, as I'm recording this video. It's kind of like a soft update. So this is the new one, and this is the old one. This is the Lightning version, and this is the USB type version that works with both Android and iPhone. So yeah, they only updated the Type C version. Before I get into what these are, if somehow you still don't know what these are, the PlayStation Backbone is basically a device that transforms your smartphone, your iPhone, your Android phones into the ultimate gaming console. What I do is snap the device into the controller bracket, and you're good to go. You're able to play all kinds of games from the App Store or Apple Arcade that has controller support. So you're not only able to do that, but also stream games from your console or even your PC. So there's a Backbone app that you need to download on your phone, and basically that app organizes all your gaming experiences, your content library, and your streaming services all into one place, making it a seamless and awesome experience. So what is the point of the PlayStation Portal? Now, as I was saying about the new updated version, how do you tell the difference between the new one and the old one? Well, on the box, you can kind of tell from the bottom. So this is the new one right here, and on the bottom it says Backbone PlayStation Edition 2nd generation. So that's how you would know if it's the new one from the box. And obviously, if you purchase, this is only for the Type C version, if I haven't mentioned yet. So in the Type C version of the box, you're able to see that it doesn't only support Android but also iPhone, and also the games on the box are a little different. So in the older one, it says Call of Duty Mobile, Asphalt 9, Rocket League, and Sky, which are the games present on the box cover. Whereas for the new one, it's Warzone Mobile, Diablo Immortal, Among Us, and Sky. I did not know that they released Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, so that's interesting. We'll check that out. So that's basically the difference between the outer layer of the box. That's the only difference. Another difference is probably some of the wording on the top, maybe. Over here it says App Clip, whereas over here it's just a normal QR code in the new one. So the unboxing experience is fairly similar. So So I open the box, the cover. This is basically the backbone box. Open it, it reveals the controller, and it has the adapter on the top. So if you bought the older version of the backbone, the adapters are very, very important if you use a thicker phone, for example, because there was an issue of the phone's not fitting properly in the older version of the backbone. So they have given adapters that you can fit in and allow your phone to fit properly. But the new ones, well, they do offer the adapters same, although the box is a little different, but the adapters are different. I'm going to get right into that. So this is how the older backbone looks like. Nothing much different. Everything is basically the same except for the holders over here. That's another major difference compared to the new one right over here. If you zoom in really close, you realize that the lip that holds the phone is a lot more wider in the new ones. So you can use your cases, or if you have a thicker phone, or if you have a case on, you can just use it seamlessly. Whereas this one, you need to remove your case, and if your phone is thicker, you need to use the adapter that's provided in the box. So there's that. Otherwise, it's essentially the same. You plug in, you connect to your backbone app, and you're good to go. You can play all your PlayStation games, which is mainly what I'm using. This is the PlayStation edition, by the way. They also have the normal Xbox edition, I think. Well, it's black. It's got the Xbox icons, so yeah. I personally like the PlayStation version, so there's that. And honestly, this controller has a lot of cool features that most gaming phone controllers do not have. So that's why the backbone is the best in the market for it. Now, one of the visual aspects of the backbone that I really love is, well, obviously the PlayStation design, the color. It doesn't have the haptics, so that's one thing to note. And also, when you open it, you get the PlayStation logo on the back, which is very nice. A little subtle touch. And also, another difference between this and this, as you can see, this little grip over here is removable on the latest version, so you can obviously fit more thicker phones or whatnot. I've removed mine. Now you can remove this. It's attached magnetically, but it's a little hard, so that's one thing to note. So you gotta really put your finger in and scrape it out in order to remove it. Overall, it fits better, it looks better, because this one, when you put your phone, it will appear a little slanted, which is not really visually good, whereas this one is just a snug fit. Looks great. And yeah, it got a headphone jack and a 3.5mm headphone jack and a Type-C port to charge while playing, so that's pretty cool. So if your phone doesn't have a headphone jack, well, thanks to this, you have one now. And obviously, thanks to the wired connection, it has a low latency connection, making it much more easier for you to play any competitive games compared to playing it via Bluetooth. Also, thanks to the backbone app, there's also a capture option, so you can screenshot or even screen record games on your mobile phones, which is just cool. Due to the fact that this thing connects via wired, it does not have a battery. You don't need to charge this. It uses your phone's battery, so that's one less thing to worry about. It's a fairly small product, and it's, when you fit your phone in, it basically feels like a slightly more toned down Nintendo Switch, which is kind of more ergonomic because of the shape of the controller. So that's one thing Backbone has on the upper side towards it. So this is very, very cool. So how is my experience playing using the Backbone? Well, I honestly loved it, as long as you have a good internet connection. So obviously you gotta play this via remote play or Steam Link, which is what I use for my PC. If your Wi-Fi connection is good, seamless. You don't even notice that much difference, especially if you're using a better phone with a better screen. It's gonna appear much more better. Yes, once in a while there'll be like some dip in the Wi-Fi connection, and there'll be a little bit of artifacting, but I'm able to look past it. As long as you got like a stable connection, perfection. But thanks to the latest, I'm using the iPhone 15 Pro Max right now, which has just Apple introduced AAA games that you could play locally, which is just insane. And guess what? Playing those games with the backbone, this is the closest I felt to the PSP days, and I just freaking loved it. So yeah, that's great. So now, as long as game devs keep supporting AAA games and putting it into the App Store or the Android Play Store, the future of the backbone is pretty bright. Like, this is going to be an essential thing to buy if that happens. By the way, I've tried Resident Evil Village, and oh my god, that's the game quality and how it runs. Well, I'll get to another video when I'm reviewing the iPhone 15 Pro Max, so if you want to check that video out, subscribe, so stay tuned to that. But yeah, that is awesome, the fact that we have options to play local games on the device. So that's one thing the PlayStation Portal does not have. It runs on the PlayStation Portal runs on a Snapdragon 600 6th generation, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. I mean, the only good thing about the Portal compared to this is the fact that it's got the haptics of the DualSense. So you got the ergonomics, you got the haptics, you got the trigger effect of resistance, all of that on that controller. It's comfortable, it's got a bigger screen, and that's basically all it's got to make it worth the purchase. That's like a major thing that affects your purchase between this and a Portal. But still, I just don't get why would you buy that, considering that you can do way more with this guy right here. So yeah, if you want to use this, not only works for your iPhone, it works for your iPad too. So if you head on to your Backbone app, all you gotta do, you can just click this button and it goes to the Backbone app in your phone. You go to settings, and there's an option section that allows you to use for the phone, for the tablet, and even for your PC. What? So when I first tried it, I was very impressed. So all you gotta do is just connect a Type-C cable to that, and you're good to go. And you can just play games on your iPad on a bigger screen. Easy peasy. And you can even connect this to your laptop. So I can see this as sort of like a traveling sort of plus, because if you travel, you don't want to bring an expensive controller that's going to take up a lot of space. You can just bring this instead, and it works just fine. Yes, it's not as comfortable. Well, the joysticks kind of feel more Nintendo Switchy, which is interesting. The buttons are very, very, very clicky for the triangle, X, and square and circle. These buttons are very clicky. All they satisfy to click. These ones, they basically feel like DualSense D-pad. But the analog stick, yeah. If you want to use this for competitive gaming, good luck. This is much more suited for a casual gaming experience. So that's one thing to note when you're purchasing this. Hey, if you do want to go ahead and if you want a bigger screen, if you want the ergonomics of a DualSense, well, guess what? You can connect the DualSense to your phone. No external driver or special app needed. Your phone and your iPad supports this. So again, I don't know what the point of the Portal is, but hey, PlayStation, if you want to prove me wrong, you want to send me the Portal to review, I'll be happy to do it. But as of now, I just don't get it. Why does it exist? Well, yeah. So yeah, currently it's a Black Friday period, so, and if I'm not mistaken, there's like a 30% off on Backbone controllers. So if you want to go and get one for yourself right now, head on over to the link in the description and buy one for yourself. You can either buy the PlayStation edition, or you can get the normal version. You can either buy a Lightning version or a Type-C version. They do not have a micro USB version. So if you have a micro USB phone, I'm sorry, they don't have one for that. Now, here comes the fun part. I am actually giving away the Lightning version to one of you guys. That's right. Because I do not own a Lightning phone, so I have no use for this. I don't know why I bought it. So yeah, if you want to win the Lightning version, all you gotta do is, well, main thing, the most important thing, subscribe. Comment down below on what kind of games would you try using the Backbone controller, and within a week of the publication of this video, I will pick a winner and yeah, send you the PlayStation Backbone. That's right. So if you want to win yourselves a Lightning version of the PlayStation Backbone, all you gotta do is the stuff that I just said. So yeah, get to subscribing. That's the main thing. Like, and of course share the video, post it in your stories, and yeah, you stand a chance to win yourselves one of these. So yeah, that was the PlayStation Backbone, and I think that's an amazing product. And well, yes, it does has its limitations, but hey, it is what it is. It does the job. It's cheap, essentially. In the smartphone controller market, it's fairly reasonably priced there. And if you really want a better handheld experience, well, you could get yourselves a Steam Deck. That's right. So I will get into more about the Steam Deck in a future video. So if you want to check out a review of this guy, all you gotta do is subscribe, and who knows, I might even give away a Steam Deck. So subscribe, guys. That's the only way you can find out when I do my next giveaway. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Have a great Black Friday. Spend your money wisely, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for future videos like this. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.